This is Stock Day. News and interviews from the microcap world. Public information on the OTC, pink sheets, and microcap stocks from around the world. With your host, Everett Jolly.
On today's show, we have a very exciting guest. His name is Robert Grover. He is the CEO of PCS Edventures, Inc., ticker symbol PCSV on the OTCQB. Robert, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you. It's great to be here, Everett.
Hey, if you would, give my listeners a little bit rundown of yourself and just bring us up to speed about what the company is about.
Sure. Yeah, PCS Edventures is a company that focuses on what's called STEM education, and that stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Globally, we have a shortage of STEM students, people getting involved in engineering and learning how to problem solve. So PCS has been doing STEM education for over 2 decades. We're experts at it, and we specialize in the development of software, learning systems, and things like robotics that help get kids excited about STEM education.
So let me ask you this. Is this I have a grandson, and he's very, very smart. He's starting homeschooling. Do you guys homeschool people? Can they go on the internet? Who is this program for?
Yeah, absolutely. There are homeschool programs that we offer. So we sell directly to the schools, so K-12. We also sell to the after-school market, which is very large. It's over $1 billion market here in the United States, and that's organizations like YMCA's, Boys and Girls Clubs of America, 21st Century Community Learning Centers. So,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
What I was going to say is that you guys are growing very rapidly. You guys got a lot of apps out there. One of the apps I wanted to know about was your Droneology. How's that going? Because you guys implemented it around November, December of last year.
Yeah, what we've been doing is getting into the drone space over the past 18 months. We did some advanced robotics curriculum for a client in Saudi Arabia last year. And when we were doing that, we got involved in using drones for teaching robotics. Drones are a natural STEM platform. You literally can teach so many things with them, ranging from electronics and computer programming to material science. So we got into the drone space. One of the things that was on the roadmap last year was to launch our digital learning platform, which we decided to take the knowledge we'd gained from the drone space, which is growing so fast, and use that as our very first title. So it was kind of 2 birds with 1 stone. We took, a very rapidly growing industry segment, which is drones, and we coupled that with the need to launch our first title on our digital platform, and that's how Droneology came about.
Yeah, it's a really amazing. You had a very hot topic right there. There's not one time that I can't turn on the television and see some sort of news about a drone landing somewhere, the space that's growing so fast. You guys are definitely in a sweet spot there.
Yeah, we are excited. The company that I started working with a year ago for this curriculum project was named Thrust UAV, as in unmanned aerial vehicles. And Thrust became a very close partner of ours over the last year. We actually acquired the company just last month. And what that's done is it's brought tremendous technical capabilities in-house. So we're rapidly improving our electronics and electronic design capabilities. But it's also opened up an entirely new market segment, which is drone racing, as well as spin-off technology. It turns out that when you're building drones that you're trying to push the performance envelope on, you're trying to create something that'll travel 100 miles an hour, you actually are creating new technology to make that happen. And it turns out that we're able to spin that technology, those new improvements in various electronic systems, out and sell those into other industries. We just had a press release this morning that announced one of those types of deals.
Today's my guest is Robert Grover. He is the CEO of PCS Edventures on the OTCQB under the ticker symbol PCSV. Now, a lot of the companies on the OTCQB QB, Robert, they're usually in R&D or they have no revenues, but that's not the case with you guys. You want to talk about your revenues from 2014 compared to 2015?
Sure. Yeah, we've definitely been an R&D company. We're not making a tremendous amount of money at this point, but we're generating revenues, which certainly offset the cost of development. In fiscal year 2014, we did $1.9 million. Fiscal year 2015, which closed, our fiscal year ends March 31st each year. So we did $2.9 million. So we saw good growth from that. And then this year, our fiscal year closes in just about 3 weeks, and we're on track to again post increasing revenues. So I think we're through a significant R&D phase. We've created a tremendous foundation for the company. And now with things like the drone acquisition and new sales partners, we secured a major school sales channel last year that's now coming online. The positioning of the company is really strong, I think, for fast growth over the coming years.
So how does the drone company acquisition fit into the business model? And what is the significance of the press release that went out today?
So the synergy between, a STEM education company and a drone company may not be immediately apparent. However, the things that we focus on, which are robotics in the classroom, the thing that drives sales into the school market more significantly than anything when it comes to robotics and tech are competitions. There are nationwide competitions that drive, I would estimate, between $50 and $100 million a year in product sales into the schools, out of the schools. So one of the things that we're working on is developing an actual competition framework using drones, and the kinds of education that we do, which is, teaching kids about science and engineering in engaging ways. There are very few more engaging ways than to get a teenager coupled to a 100-mile-per-hour drone. The STEM education just follows it in. We call it STEM education at 100 miles per hour. Now, the significance of the announcement this morning is just more of what I was describing a few minutes ago, that there's this spin-off technology that comes out of the drone space. And we've had lots of different opportunities for clients that have specific needs. The one that we're working on right now, which is this pilot announcement, is a video transmission module, so wireless video, which, of course, if you're flying a drone at 100 miles per hour and you have to have a clear video signal coming back from that drone to fly it, that's an example of one of the kinds of technology that we're able to optimize and spin off. So that pilot program we're excited about. It's with a very large company that the pilot goes well. We expect additional orders of that same module.
That's awesome. Tell me a little bit about your long-range vision for PCS Edventures here.
Yeah, the company, again, is a STEM education company. We look at education as one of those commodities that everybody has to have. I mean, it's like air. You've got to have education if you're going to thrive today. So our goal is to create a system, both digital and physical, that delivers some of the most exciting STEM education in the world to students on a daily basis. So we have a subscription model designed where you would have millions of students attached to our digital services. And then you have lots of physical attributes to it as well, ranging from the products that we do like drones to these advanced STEM labs that we plan on rolling out nationwide. So, for example, we've got a plan to take the Edventures lab program, which is an advanced, hands-on STEM lab. We have 2 here in the Boise area that we use for research and development. The plan is to partner with different entities and roll those specialty labs out across the country so that we'd have access to this kind of education for every student in America.
That's great. My guest today has been Robert Grover with PCS Edventures. They're trading on the OTCQB symbol PCSV. Robert, is there anything in closing that we haven't went over that you'd like to get out to the listeners in closing here?
No, I think that's about it. One correction, I'm actually not the CEO. I have been for a number of years, but Todd Hackett is our current CEO, and I'm focusing on research and development and working on getting these products to market. So Todd Hackett, the actual CEO of the company.
All right. Well, very good. Robert, thank you for stopping by and coming on the show, and we will check back with you guys in 2 or 3 months.
Great. Sure appreciate the time today. Thank you.
Thanks, Robert. Bye-bye.